trophies for 5 years, so thrilled to have it. I want to thank the Outback Bowl for making this a very special time for us. Outstanding job by the entire Outback Bowl committee and everybody involved with it. This is a tremendous bowl. I want to congratulate Georgia on a great football game. It's a great game. They have a great football team and obviously played extremely hard as well. I want to congratulate our players. And we talked at halftime. I guess it was 2-0 for most of the first half, but they had a couple of explosive plays early late in the first half. Go out to 16-0. We just talked about if you want it, you got to take it back and keep believing. Just believe. Just believe. Just one of our little girls at Paige Durham is a young girl that is very close to our football team. Constantly tells us. And that's what our guys did. Came back second half, I thought, just started playing well, started playing a little bit better. Tough to run on, but we made plays, found a way. Daquez Denard's interception for a touchdown and an interception to really stop them when they were coming out one time and got the ball down there with 2 picks. Came up with some fumbles. Great individual effort by Rashad White at the end of the game with the block. But our defense played outstanding, I felt, throughout the entire game offensively. Big drive at the end of the game, the 2-minute situation with, 1:26 to go on the clock. That's why Kirk Cousins is who he is, and you see some of our guys making the plays that they made. I thought Brian Lithicum played an outstanding game and had some big plays in the game as well. But I'll take some questions and then we'll wrap it up.
Coach, for whatever reason, it looked like in the first half Cousins was blocking on the receiver, but in the second half he was moving the defense with his eye. Is that a correct assessment?
Well, I don't know. You got to credit Georgia, how they play. I mean, they locked on. They got on our guys and they made plays. And they have an outstanding defense. And you see at the end of the half, and really as the game sort of presented itself, why both defenses were ranked so high. Very difficult to run on, both of them. And, guys make plays. But credit Georgia and what they were doing. And obviously, I'm sure we wish we had a couple throws back, but there were a couple great individual plays by the defense as well.
Mark, how tactically important was it for you to get Linthicum involved when they were shutting down your primary receivers the way that was happening?
Well, our tight ends are a big part of our offense. The tight end screen, throwback tight end screen was a big play, probably about a 50-yard play to get us down there at some point in the second half. And obviously big play, and then we hit a leak pass to him, sort of a trick play to him on another one. So he was involved in 2 sort of trick plays that he made plays on, and obviously a big touchdown throw or 2-point throw from Cousins to him when he was not the primary receiver, and Kirk came off the primary and went to him. So did a great job. But Brian's a great football player and have a great exciting career ahead of him.
Mark, because it was so tough to run, can you just talk about the decision to
Well, we were right there. I mean, we're 6 inches away. I just felt like, hey, you got to get the inches. We talk about the inches all the time. You got to be able to get those 6 inches. And we felt like we had enough time to run it one more time, and if not, spike the ball and then have another down to throw it in there or whatever we had to do. But we were 6 inches away, and it wasn't an easy 6-inch run, but he got it in.
Could you take us back to halftime, given the fact you were down 16-0 to a team with that good a defense, what you said?
Well, I felt like we played pretty well in the first half defensively, and they hit a big punt return. Great job by Sadler all day punting the football. Pinned it in there with a great punt, but the guy got out. Boykin got out, and made a great run. That was the second one, and the first one was a long nod route. Guys faked the corner route, and brought back to the post, and hit us on that. But other than those 2 plays, we really played them very well. But halftime, again, I just talked about. You got to believe in yourself, and somebody's got to step forward, and we got to start that ball rolling. We just got to get that momentum rolling. And if we can do that, we're going to be successful. And that's what happened. Somehow somebody made a play. I think it was we came up with a fumble or something. I'm not sure. There were so many plays in the second half. But somebody made a play, and we just started things happening. That Nick Hill's kickoff returns were big as well. Steve, I'm sorry, Steve.
Mark, if you don't finish this comeback, it would be reason that the program still needs to turn a corner. It's still not there. Where does it size up after a win like this?
Big win against a great football team, against an SEC team, against a team that won their division, and it was 10-2 in the regular season. So again, I think it just points towards us becoming an elite program in this league. There's not a football team that we cannot play with and not win against. We've done that. We've beaten every football team in the Big Ten Conference within the last 4 years. The standard has been set by our seniors. You know, we're going to have to continue to work and you know, grow as a program and with recruits and different things. But everything is there. And 2 11-win seasons, there's not too many football teams in the country that are saying that right now. And I would think that this would hopefully help solidify, this win would hopefully help solidify a top 10 ranking in this year's final polls.
What about Bernard that took place during the game? 260 out there in the first one?
2 big picks. Again, Brazilian, he got beat on a 9 round on a deep fade, you know, a deep long ball. Got beat on that early in the first half. But you know, he responded. You know, he's originally from Georgia. And you know, so a big game for him. 2 big interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, a defense scoring. You know, if defense can score, great things are going to happen for your team. But again, great football game. You know, it should be a classic game to watch.
Coach, it looked like no matter where you lined up Golston, they had no answer for him. Is he that good of a football player?
William Golston, our front 4 is very, very good. We're tough to run on. We've got guys that can make plays, and again, you saw why. I don't know how many yards rushing they had. I don't know how many yards rushing we had, but there's a reason for that. Both defenses up front are very, very good.
Mark, the resiliency of Kirk Cousins, how much are you going to miss that next year? I mean, 3 interceptions, yet he still kept coming back.
Well, I think that's a trademark of confidence and experience. And you know, Andrew Maxwell will gain that as we go, and he's an outstanding quarterback. And we wanted to play him today, but you know, just as the game flows, it was just not the right time to put that on his shoulders, and so we went with what we had to do. But he will have his time here, and Connor Cook's another young man who's coming. But Andrew Maxwell is a tremendous talent, and you know, he will lead this football team in the spring and from there out.
How emotionally draining is it to play 2 games like this back to back, a month apart?
Yeah, I can't remember that last one.
Joel said afterwards that you've given this senior class a lot of credit, but this win was for you. What does that mean for you from your seniors to say that?
Well, it means that we got a bond. You know, that over the course of time that we've done the number one thing we want to do in our list of goals. We've established lifelong relationships with our players. You know, things like that said back and forth between different people. It just shows that you've developed something that, you know, should be there, will be there for a lifetime, especially when you finish like this. So, guys all good? I would be remiss. My guys wanted to tell you, okay? They wanted me to tell you specifically that we've been doing new things to get ready to play this football game. We've been chopping trees. We've wrestled an alligator. That's right, we wrestled an alligator. We've done tussled with whales. And we've done handcuffed lightning and threw thunder in jail. Go Green.